Right, so this morning, this afternoon really, we are doing a soup stew kind of thing going on. I have already added chopped rutabagas, potatoes, carrots, and green beans. The meat on top kind of looks a little weird, but we can our own turkey, so those post-Thanksgiving sales are really fantastic because we can get a nicely sized turkey and can it for later, so we can use it for things like this. Today we're going to use the electric feature, so which is really cool because it's the Fusion, and I'm going to use this one, my dear. Okay, so we have our adapters to actually plug into the wall. Typically the Fusion, I'm going to go ahead and pop this in here real quick so I can get to my explanation. So we'll pop that in there real quick, kind of like this, because I still have to add water. The part that plugs into the tray looks like this. It does have one of these, so it's really convenient, I hope, for future planning to do road trips and whatnot, so we can just throw it. Well, we have a outlet for this in the back of my van, so we can just plug it in and have it ready to go once we're at our final destination for the evening. And then this is the adapter, so it plugs in right there. So go ahead and plug it in. Yes, go ahead and plug it in.
It's right there.
It is right there. Very good. And then we connect it like this. And here we go. So green light is on, red light is on. That means the nice pretty little heating element down here is going to start heating up. I already have some of the juice from the turkey in there from when we were canning, and it kind of did its own juices thing, which was really awesome. Seeing too much. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. I'm actually going to throw a little bit of this in here. If you guys haven't used it before, it's tomato bouillon with chicken. Very, very good flavoring. Makes soup bases really nice. So I'm going to just add that. Ooh, that's a lot. I'm going to have a super flavor. So go ahead and pour that in there. And once I level everything out, I will see you in about an hour, because I'm not even going to come and look at this for an hour. It does take a little bit for the heating element to heat up. And you've seen it, my dear. And so this is the first time this is the second time I've used it. The first time didn't work out too well. So like I said, I'm going to give it a lot of time, give it about an hour so we can check in on it and see the progress on how it's looking. I'll finish adding some of the water in here. Obviously, you don't want to add too much because, yeah. So we're going to leave that actually as it is. And then just plug it in like that. Push it in. And I will see you guys in an hour. Alright, it has been about an hour. Let me see if I can get that to stop. Okay. It has been about an hour. Ooh. It is quite warm. Let's see. That, I don't know if I can kind of creep it over. That looks absolutely amazing. Got a little bit of clumping of the bouillon, which, you know, we can stir it in a little bit. It is quite warm. Not quite the burnie yet, but I think we're getting there. Veggies are not done yet. Let's see if I can get one. Oh, no, that's tricky. Veggies are not quite done yet, but I didn't really expect it either because this is more like a slow cooker type thing going on. Overall, it looks really good, so I'm gonna let it set probably for another 2 hours, and we'll come back and look at it and see how it's progressed. Overall, I'm really happy with how it's looking. Like I said, it's just a kind of a soup stew kind of thing. I'm actually gonna have it set just a little bit so it can vent some, because there's quite a bit of water in there. So overall, I'm still pretty happy with it. It does take a while. We'll move on. We'll talk about the power packs, because I'm sure that's going to be the next question is what about power packs? The power packs, from my understanding, the 144 only runs for an hour or maybe a little bit more, whereas the 244 runs 3 hours. So that's one of those things that you want to use, like if the sun was going down, so you start off in the sun and continue after the sun has gone down, kind of thing. So I will check on this actually in another hour just to make sure that everything is going okay and it's not overly heated and whatnot, and then we will come back and check it out again. Alright, it's been a little over an hour since the last time, and 2 hours total. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of this, so we're cooking hot now, so I'm going to be real careful trying to pull this out. Oh yeah, we're bubbling real nice. It looks pretty good. And let's see, give the veggies a good job. Ah, I lost a green bean. And the carrots look pretty good. I'd actually give it probably 1 more hour or so. And I'm pretty sure the potatoes and the rutabaga will be ready. So, believe it or not, I'm actually pretty happy with it. It's turning out much better than expected. And I'm quite enjoying it. So, we'll check back. Actually, here, I'll hold the carrot. See if I can't jab anything else. Actually, it feels like the potatoes and the rutabaga is pretty firm. Ah, splash in here. The rutabaga is pretty firm still. So I'd say another hour or so, and it'll be a nice, real nice consistency for a soup or a stew. And overall, I'm fairly happy with it. So I'll see you in about another hour to see the final results. So it has been an hour. I actually turned the heat, I actually unplugged it because it is still like extremely hot. But as you can see, you get a good cook on these. It's nice. This is a rutabaga and it's real nice and soft, so it's actually really perfect for stew or soup or whatever you want to call it. It's more soupy than it is stewy, so as you can see, it turned out really well. So I'd say it was about 2 hours. Now granted, my turkey was cooked, so it was about 2 hours with the power on, and I've been letting it sit for an hour so that it still cooks, but it's not just overheating or, you know, burning anything. So overall, it turned out really well. So I would definitely use the electric again, though I do recommend if you're going to do something like that, like it being in the car, I would say that you don't want to do anything that splashes, because this doesn't have the highest walls, as you can see, and that would be slightly problematic. But I am happy with it. It turned out quite well. So on that note, it turned out pretty good. I will definitely try it again in the future, probably with something else other than stew or soup that's, you know, this is obviously pretty super easy. I just wanted to test it out. And we will see you next time and enjoy.